May this message find you when you need it. If you've come across this, I'm going to just trust that this message is for you, whether you find it right after I post it or several months later. Okay, so thank you for tuning in, and I hope you get something out of this that helps you. This is Jessica Loper here to share a message with you. So I've pulled a couple cards, one from The Crystal Spirits by Colette Baron-Reid and a card from Keepers of the Light by Kyle Gray. So let's get into it. The first card is Pyrite. Okay, so this represents inherent value, knowing your worth, self-appreciation, genuine abundance, and prosperity within. Oh, this is reminding you to come back to yourself and how do you value yourself? Okay. What's coming to me with this one is actually, I feel like it's important to just think of this version of yourself. Like when you picture yourself, maybe it's in the future of your dream life and what you want. I don't know. This could be related to family, relationships, home, career. Maybe it's all. Maybe it's having it all. What kind of person are you? Like, how do you show up? And what are you doing now that is not in alignment with who that person is? You know, where can you value yourself more? Maybe it's taking care of your body. Maybe it's making an effort to look the way you want to look, or taking time for yourself. Okay, so this is also reminding you that the universe has an abundance of opportunities for you. Be open to the opportunities, be open to what's out there, and just trust that you're always going to have what it is you need. So this deck particularly comes with a relationship message and a prosperity message. The relationship message is inviting you to appreciate your relationship. So appreciating where you're already at, okay? And just maybe take an inventory of the people in your life. Is there someone that maybe isn't good for you that you need to take a step back from? Are there people in your life that you actually want to connect with more and build a relationship more with? What can you do to enhance that? Okay. And sometimes it can start simply with just letting the people around us know that we appreciate them. Sometimes we get so used to people being a certain way or doing certain things for us. But like when it comes down to it, we all like to be appreciated. Every single one of us. So maybe I invite you just to take a moment and think of like at least one person that you really appreciate in your life that has supported you, and take the time to reach out. You know, if it's someone you see in person, talk to them in person. If it's someone that's too far away, make that phone call. And I'm not talking about just a text message, okay? Like, let's make some effort here. Let's have a conversation in person or on the phone, or maybe it's a video call. But like, tell someone you appreciate them, okay? All right, so the prosperity message is letting you know prosperity comes in many different forms. Okay, so when we hear about abundance and prosperity, oftentimes the first thing that comes to mind is like the material or like actual money. So that is great too, right? We do need that. Like we need to be able to buy food and clothes and put a roof over our head. And it is so great when you have money to like help somebody else with something too, or do something for yourself, like treat yourself. Okay, that's good. But it's like not to downplay that, of course, but just that reminder that abundance can come in like the form of spending time with loved ones. Maybe it's nature. Maybe you're enjoying something beautiful in nature, or some type of experience or connection or an opportunity that comes to you. Okay, so just a way to enhance prosperity is just to acknowledge what you already have and just notice not just the material things, but the other stuff too, like the experiences. So that's just going to help you with creating a more abundant life. So this part is from the book, specifically stating that pyrite has a very male energy to it. This stone aligns us with grounded action toward manifestation and abundance. It assists us in learning to take action one step at a time toward a desired physical outcome. Okay, so if you have this stone or you feel drawn to it, you can get it. You can meditate with it. All right, just do what you're feeling called. If you don't have this, I actually don't have any pyrite, so can simply set the intention to call in the energy of pyrite and work with it as you feel led to. Okay, and I think just again, I feel like I just need to say this one more time, is to remember, like, what can you do now to be the person you want to be? Like, what's something you can do now? And just go about it differently. Like, who are you? Who is this best version of yourself? Do they eat healthy? Do they move their body? Do they appreciate their loved ones? You know, be that person now. Like, what can you do to be that person now? Okay. All right. Last card is going to be Lady Venus, which represents downloads and understanding. Truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. Okay, so, this is going to be supportive for you if you're trying to connect more, like with God or the universe, whatever it is you want to call with it, whatever that soul connection is or source. Okay, so you can call on Lady Venus if you're struggling to connect or understand any signs or anything like that. It's just going to be supportive for connecting on that spiritual level and with that energy. I think we all kind of have times where we feel more connected than other times, right? Like, at least for me in my own journey, like sometimes I'll have months where I don't feel like I'm really connecting and I'm kind of just flying by the seat of my pants and going through like the mundane steps. And then I have other months where I'm much, much more likely to make a conscious effort to connect, to meditate, to pray, to connect with my intuition. And life just always seems to flow much better. My emotions tend to stay more in check when I remember to stick to my spiritual practices and make that effort to connect. Even if like I'm not feeling like the connection is super deep, like I still feel better when I do my spiritual practice. Okay. So I would say, like, if you're struggling to connect, just even acknowledging that, just saying like, yeah, I am kind of having a harder time connecting, but you know what? God, universe, divine team, please help me to connect more. Call on Lady Venus if that is resonating for you. Okay, what can I do to connect more? And just taking the time to acknowledge that and make the effort and keep doing the spiritual practice anyway. Or if you've fallen out of like the habit of having some type of spiritual practice, and that does not have to be anything fancy. You know what? Maybe your spiritual practice or morning ritual, maybe it's taking a walk by yourself, and maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's just a 10-minute walk, clear your head, connect with yourself, ground. Maybe you're getting some vitamin D. Maybe you're, paying attention to your breath. Okay, so it does not have to be anything fancy, but just taking the step to do something like that is going to help you to connect more on that spiritual level. And if you aren't seeing any signs, ask for the sign. Ask for the sign, but you also have to not like attach the sign too much. I know that gets a little tricky. All right, hopefully this was helpful. Let me know in the comments if you have any topic requests or if you have something you want to share that you think would help someone else, or if you just need to process or get something out. You're welcome to comment, and be sure to follow to receive future messages. And if you didn't know, I do have a weekly energy update that comes out every Monday. So look out for that. It's a weekly energy update for creatives. Usually I don't get it out till Tuesday, but most of the time it is Monday. All right. Thank you. Take care.